back on train we are. Brainstorm on CT and TryHearts on the T side. Really interesting that they've sent helper towards Ivy. I have a little bit of a lazy tongue, but oh well.
Lazy tongue. Well, let's get it warmed up. Let's get it working here, as of course we are going to be looking at the pistol round start very slow. TryHearts wanting to kind of test the waters to see what the playstyle of Brainstorm is in the beginning of this round. But if they really want to be taking the cake, it's going to come down to this moment. How do they shut this back? Shut it out, shut it down, lock it in. Right now, so far, 1 minute, and I think they're taking it still pretty slow. We've seen, you know, some people, and there's the final pick, and that's the pressure that you want to be seeing from the T side.
Now they're going to be coming out of Pop Dog. It's just Hope and Nokima trying to hold down side. They are getting their picks that they need, but yeah, look at that. Just clean one taps coming through from this guy. He's going to be finding Nokima, and the third one as well. What is he up to? Is that an ace for this guy?
Let me see.
Sure.
Yes, it is. It is an ace coming out here to turn this game in their favor.
He got the initial pick, then he was able to get one on Ivy, just kept on pushing, killed another one Ivy, came back right and delivered another clean headshot. Yeah, what a round.
What a round indeed. I mean, that's the kind of gameplay that I would come to see. That's the whole point. These guys know what they're cooking. They know what they're brewing up. And now, let's see if TryHearts can keep it going. One ace for him. And surprise, surprise, he actually is still only going to be rocking the Mac 10 here. So a lot of chance at money farming. That's what I want to be looking at. Oh, no way, an R8.
That's
no way.
And he's actually fighting Ivy with it. Nokima has landed a 1-dig. Ivy, and he is looking to deal some more damage. There's one at main. He's going to be walking into Nokima's crosshair, but Mac 10 should not be working that well at that range. But hey, these guys don't have helmets, and he can use it to its full potential. But Zod is just going to be pushing inside with the USP, gets the Mac 10, gets out of there. Actually, he doesn't. They do want to keep A main control, and that is going to be TryHearts' side to actually move towards B side, because there's a lot of pressure on Ivy, a lot of pressure on A main. So the only obvious place left to go is perhaps B side.
Here we go. Taking the time. R8 moment. Oh, that's one. Look at the trade, but the Indigo with the transfer will clean it up and open the spot for his team. But now it's just a player in flank, and will they be spotted? No, not spotted quite yet. They do have the ability to come around. And there he goes. Two players, one low, and the low player is gone. Mac 10 versus Mac 10. Afamon could get that Vandal, but not Vandal. He could get the AK, but instead it's Afamon who gets it down and gets the gun. TryHearts nearly losing after that. That was a solid round from Brainstorm.
Definitely. Zod kind of seemed that he was aware of that positioning on oil, but then he just kind of doubted himself. Checked another angle, and yeah, F1 just peaked at the very right time. So yeah, this should be a buy, kind of a buy round 2 for Masters himself. Have their rifle down now. Try hard.
Forcing him out is all you kind of have to do. You just take your time. Able to maybe find some damage here, and oof, Nokima takes some damage right through the smoke, and Indigo finishes off with damages started before getting traded by the Famos. But a 1-for-1 trade always favors the T side.
Yep, Marble just climbed up from Pop Dog, found one, and he is still looking to go for more, even though it shouldn't be a good idea. And that is exactly what he's going to be thinking as well, just making his way back from Pop Dog towards side. 1-for-1 is good enough for these guys. TryHearts, super passive. Pop Dog, A main, not really making any moves right now, trying to clear some space out with the mollies.
I like the util. I like the counter flashes here for the execution. Nokima is going to have to turn that, but trying to find their shots. Nokima's not quite getting it quite yet, but with 45 seconds on the clock, lots of players still in bathrooms, still waiting to try to swing out onto the site, but unfortunately, they're just taking their time, and they don't have a lot of time left. 35 seconds left, and it's just going to be one player, though, trying to anchor down this B site, and that, of course, being Zod. So Zod has to put himself in a mode of clutch. Smokes are out. It's time to execute this site with about 20 seconds left.
Exploding onto B side, the kills are there. They're trying desperately to get the bomb down to get a chance on this round, and never mind, they're just going to be doing it for the cash. One guy remaining up against 3. He can make this happen for sure. He's going to have to do it really perfectly. Looking out of the smoke is going to be finding Hope. They know where he is now, really low HP, and Nokima is going to be in the perfect spot to get the kill and the bomb as well. So yeah, Brainstorm bouncing back up from those 2 rounds once they were on the buy, and they were able to get their hands on an AK and a Galil as well. So yeah, so
Not
far,
too bad.
really nice.
Real solid. You know, this is the typical curve that you see: win pistol round, win second round, and then it's the third that really sets the stage. But now we're in round 4, and this is where both teams should have a bye. Unfortunately, though, TryHearts, because of all the damage they've taken, will not get to fully commit their money. And that might just be something that slows them down a little bit too much to handle. But it's up to TryHearts to show us what they can do. It's up to Brainstorm to show us that they like to continue this spree, as even though Brainstorm has the better buy, TryHearts is still favored here.
That is indeed the case, and this time around they're actually being super fast, because yeah, that is how you really use a Tech 9. Look at Raid Machine, look at where he really is right now. He's just trying to clear someone out on Ivy, although there's one player still tucked up inside red, and yeah, that player is going to be doing the most amount of damage, already taking down 2, looking for more. The con player is coming through as well, and yeah, that is going to be the round for Brainstorm really quickly. Initial pick from TryHearts, super nice, but yeah, Brainstorm was able to adapt really nicely, and kudos to Nokima for just sneaking up right behind them.
Yeah,
red.
So smart, so solid of a round here for this team. I'm hoping that they're going to be able to keep this energy going, but at the end of the day, it does come down to the buys. And unfortunately, the team that was favored has no money anymore. So going into this next round, deep breaths have to be had, as if you do make a misplay, you will get punished for it. And this is a team that really enjoys punishing. So I gotta ask, Holler, do we think that this is going to be a turnaround? We already have TryHearts starting a timeout.
And I mean, they might just need the timeout, because for now, they don't really have any money to buy. They definitely are going to have to go on an eco. And yeah, that would definitely, we should be anticipating another round for Brainstorm. And that might just, since considering how CD-sided Train is, they might be able to, you know, put in a few rounds on their scoreboard. So yeah, you might just be right. This might as well be a turnaround for these guys.
Nice. And honestly, I think that Brainstorm can really turn this, as again, remember, this is also TryHearts map pick, so they wanted to be on this map, and they're starting off a little bit weaker than before, but that's not going to really impact them too much. And I know it sounds crazy for me to say, but just look at their gameplay. They've been really solid at locking this round down. Brainstorm, I think they're just going to try to reverse it as best as they can, as they have the bye. Again, TryHearts needs to just get the plant down. They have to get somebody off guard. They have to catch someone out. And right now, there's nobody at B besides just Cap.
Oh, there's nade. Happens to the best of us. They're making their way through Pop Dog, with one guy coming up from main. There we go. There's one guy playing upper, and he's going to be getting his pick. Should be getting out, but he is going for the repeak, and he's being held by 3 players right there, so not really sure if that's a smart idea to peek it. Still.
You know, smart ideas or not, it's always based on whether or not it's just a good player. Now, is this a good player moment? Deagle at this distance can one hit.
It definitely can. He's holding. He is hoping for that to happen. Nobody's quite peeking. Brainstorm is playing this out really safe, and ICAP, you know, the way he just went back after one pick. Oh, never mind. A lot of damage dealt. Should be a kill, but both of the teams are they're just playing it out really slow. It's basically just who gets the kill first.
Well, they already managed to grab one, and with 30 seconds left, the T side is down a player and have to start moving towards the site. Unfortunately, they have to first wait for Victor to get the opening pick, but he hasn't found much value, and the smokes have still been burning through their time. All this util very well played, and they can keep that energy going, but Jumping on up. It's time for Victor to shine. And here's the run. And there's Marble grabbing in to go down. Might sign another. No! Someone walks into it, and that's just going to be a full-blown, flawless execution.
What a round. Well, this was kind of bound to happen because TryHearts just wasted way too much time on trying to find a pick, but Brainstorm just didn't give them any. So yeah, ICAP was the only guy who just kind of peaked, and even that fight was in his favor. So yeah, Brainstorm playing it out really passively, not making any mistakes at all, really nicely, just annoying TryHearts quite a lot. But now on TryHearts, they are back with their rifles, and even Indigo going back on the op. We've seen some amazing stuff from this guy, and I'm really hoping to see some more, to be honest, because yeah, that's what TryHearts really need right now.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate if TryHearts aren't going to be able to get this opening pick, and Indigo, fraction of a second away from getting the advantage here. And Marble, getting a little aggro, trying to just inch her way up, might be able to get the drop.
He has one
but
up
this
there
is an anticipated push.
A few times earlier, and has got a pick, but this time around, he's being held really diligently. Yep, there we go. There's the pre-fire, and Pop Dog player has been down. Oh, quick picks by Afamon. One on Marble, one on the player who's playing B. B side is pretty much just open, free to take for these guys. The bomb is a little late. That's fine, though. They have all the time in the world to work around with. Really interesting. They're trying to shut down Connector, going on each other's trade. And yeah. Con rotation completely cut off. CD has been smoked out. Round pretty much secured, but there's one guy trying to flank. Yeah, I don't think Brainstorm is going to be going for this round. It's just a save round for these guys. Exit frags, perhaps.
Saving it. Looking for some frags, but no. All the way back to the spawn, probably waiting for the train to take them back to theirs. Not exactly an ideal round here for Brainstorm, but we're tied again. 3-3 on the board, and when we do get into this position, it does come down to which team has been able to save up. And you look at Nokuma, dude's got some cash with him, so they might have what it takes, but at the end of the day, it is all about the timing of this team. And right now, TryHearts walks away with no damage to their armor either, getting a decent distance from the bomb. Really solid for them. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to see Nokuma. No, Nokuma's not buying his team. Instead, gonna be buying himself an op to try to push their team over the edge when it comes to just the best weapons they can bring.
I mean, the rest of the team, they do have a little bit of money to work around with, so I think they're just gonna be buying them for themselves. But yeah, Nokuma and Indigo, the oppers, are now back on their ops and TryHards once again. They do have to deal. I mean, if they just do keep. Indigo is trying for an early pick every single time, and this time around he's going to be going up against Nokuma early on, but TryHearts, the last time they were successful in getting those picks on towards B side, and they are hoping for the same to happen once again.
Ooh, oh, bang! Oh, wow. Not actually going to be able to connect there. Good attempt, but no picks yet. Cap does take a lot of damage early. 3-3, ending closer and closer in these rounds, and we do see some players lurked up. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on Helper. If Helper can manage to push through that long angle, definitely opens up a new angle for this team to just completely shatter the A site.
That is for sure, and now they are seeing if anyone pushes B, and yep, the same setup on A main. No moves being made by Brainstorm just yet. There is an op on quad. He's not exactly peeking anything. He's just holding IV. Flashes out on B side. That is a perfect fake for these guys. Efamon is going to be coming out of Pop Dog. He's going to be finding Zode, making his way towards side. As soon as Khan is smoked, there's going to be a lot of trouble for Nokuma because, yeah, there is nobody to help him out, but still he is sufficient on his own because he's going to be finding two pigs. There we go. Make it a 1-1. Almost gets the third, but it's going to be traded out by Rage Machine, who's going to be coming out of Pop Dog. There we go. Marble making it a 2v1.
2v1. Oop, run and gun. Oh. Have to find Rage Machine. He's going to be able to get on site. He's dodged the bullets. And he's got 10 seconds. He can plant safe.
No. Down, but he sees his legs.
Doesn't get the bomb down. Does not get the money for his team. Dies for practically nothing. And unfortunately, that's a big setback for his team here. And let's see if they are going to be able to bring back the game. I'm a little bit hesitant to say, but right now you're looking at Brainstorm be very consistent in their play style. And That's got to be a little bit concerning if you're this team.
That is for sure. Now, TryHearts. I'm interested to see if there will be any changes in how they've been approaching this map so far, but not exactly. They're still defaulting, trying to get some picks on Pop Dog, sending one guy towards IV. Yeah, just the basic stuff.
Decent angle here. Nobody really going to be able to get shot up by these angles by the CTs yet, but again, welcome to default train, and welcome to some shots fired and none connecting. They're finally trying to get some way through this doorway, but I don't really see that happening.
Going back after their presence. Not committing towards B side because, yeah, well, they are actually just from a different angle. Afamon trying to find someone on side, sneaking his way through the smoke. Might be able to find the guy on side, but Zoid has a really nice angle. Rage Machine, though, getting for the trade, making it a double. Is going to be opening up side, but the rotation is coming through from Khan. Will he be able to keep it locked down? No time to tell, but there we go. Novakima, amazing shot on Indigo. He did not see that coming. Still, though, the bomb is being planted. Novakima up against a rifler. He's still going to be just holding the smoke, waiting for the push to come through, and that should buy TryHearts a little amount of time.
Timing perfect there. Nokama will get shut down. And look at the crossfire. Oh, beautifully executed. Still, two players on the bomb, still trying to hold it down for their team, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get on the point fast enough.
Smoke
we do see some
away.
shots. The nade. Oh, no. Marble, last player, taps the bomb, and the swing together as one. It's going to be another shot from Desh. And honestly, some really great gameplay. This is what I like seeing. This is the kind of solid stuff that these guys need to be consistent with.
Yep, super nice positioning by Rage Machine there, being able to pick one off. But yeah, great stuff. 44, scoreboard gap neutralized, but still, a CD-sided map for Brainstorm. They could definitely do a lot than what they have yet.
There we go. With now it being another 4-4 scoreline, as you said here, Holler. I got Holler out at some of the players that we've seen really dominate here. Victor 9-5, keeping his team afloat in the positive KD department. But you have other players on the other side just so consistent, like Marble, and especially Nokama. Nokama definitely deserves all the praise we can give him. But
you do
there's
not
the
jiggle
shot.
this guy.
Indigo.
Yeah, first kill has been found. That's going to be letting them go through Ivy. The question is, what do they do after that? Afamon in bathroom, just going to be finding one guy pushing, but does he anticipate one other? Indigo, bro? What is that? Just holding the smoke, flicking onto Nokima's head, shutting him down. Did Afamon just miss a guy on top dog? I think he did, but yeah, he's still going to be able to kill him. That was like, there was a crossing there that was supposed to happen, but why wasn't there a kill? Excuse me, rewind? Yeah, eventually it happened, and it's a 5th round for TryHearts.
Yeah, real solid there. And let's see if we're going to see another round for TryHearts to keep this energy up and keep this team afloat. But at the end of the day, it does come down to how this team has been trading each other. And when you talk about trades, you have Indigo really good at that. I mean, opening picks are one thing, but this guy so very consistent in keeping their team just beyond alive, just absolutely thriving. And let's hope that they're going to be able to keep that energy in this next round, as only so many rounds remaining in the half as we're approaching the last, or 3 rounds left? Yeah, 3 rounds left here for us.
Victor spotting out one. Brainstorm. Really confident for what they have in their pockets. It's just, what, pistols? Zode is going to be giving up his life by rushing main. Trying to find a guy who's reloading, but yeah.
Afamon, and the timing. Cappy gets absolutely destroyed. The timing just not favoring him with the pistol in hand. It is pretty much bringing a knife to a gunfight. I mean, it hurt. But with another flanker getting picked off, Hope 666 has to just witness as one player Nokama domed with the op.
TryHearts has made a really good decision with who their opera is going to be. This guy's just great. Showing real nice shots. Is doing a lot of work. There's just a lot of impact from this guy.
Let's hope that they can keep up that level of impact, as you know, some of these rounds have really come down to consistency over time, and you have a try-hard team being pretty much the most consistent we've seen today, in my opinion, especially with players like Indigo getting their op picks, with Victor getting their lurk effect. But, you know, Nokima, let's see it.
Really aggressive angle is going to be dinked by the wall bang and the nade. 2! And what is that on Nokima? Just finding him out. Yeah, this guy's just flexing at this point, but still, Victor up really close. Going to be finding Hope off guard with just an nade in his hand, and is going to be making and trying to make at least more space onto site. Flash finds Marvel before the flash even goes off. Yeah, TryHearts are just back in their flow at this point.
See this flow continue. Ooh, Brainstorm. Zode's play is going to be getting him killed, and now the pushback is unreal. Cap, 1v4. No, sorry, 1v5, and gets the first.
1v4 it is.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
60 HP
Swinging
though.
on.
Yeah.
And there's a round. Oof. Last round incoming. Let me ask you, do you think that we can see an 8-4, or is this going to be a 7-5?
I mean, the kind of momentum that they have looking at Brainstorm's economy, I think it might just be a 8-4, because, and yeah, speaking more in tune to that, as many rounds as TryHearts are getting here, they're just setting themselves up for success on CT side. And, yeah, of course, if they do able to, which they probably will, if they're able to get this round, it's just going to be a really easy half, the upcoming half for these guys.
Yeah, let's see what that upcoming half really means for them, as, you know, lineups, ops.
Oh, MP9 rush.
Play was to get around the corner, and they couldn't even do that. So unfortunate there.
Holding real close. That smoke. That spray almost connected onto Victor. And it's going to be letting Nokima walk in, but he's walking into an ops crosshair. He's going to be missing the shot, and the repeak is there, taking him down. There's another guy, Indigo. Not quite sure why the op switch came through. Why Indigo was on the AK, but yeah. He's going to be proving himself. ICAP. Still alive. MP9 going strong. Yeah, 1v3. AK retrieved. What can he really do?
You know, we've seen him get at least one in these positions before, so it all begins with the first pick, and Indigo's low, and Indigo is down, but just a walkout, 1 bullet, 1 kill. Pretty solid in the half, and now 4-8 on the board for TryHearts, and remember, this could be the game. Brainstorm has to be able to turn around right here, right now, or they're not going to get enough from this outcome. But take a deep breath. We're still in this game. They're still in this game. It's all about the hard reset that we got right now, and let's just hope to see what they're capable of right now.
Interesting guns. We have a dually coming out once again. On the other side, we're just seeing all clocks, because, yeah, they're just OP in this game with a single P250. A lot of utils. Not a lot, but still, flash and a smoke. Might be a fast B side rush.
And that's exactly what we're seeing. But dualies can slow it down. Apamon, BFP of TryHearts, might be able to find a pick. Somehow surviving. Oh, Victor!
What
Apamon,
is it with this guy? And his
the
one
flank.
taps.
What? Rage Machine just got an insane transfer with dualies.
Sweep.
I've never seen a... How is it a spray transfer with a pair of dual Berettas?
I guess that's why they're being bought so much in these CS2 days.
She's so clean. Just so clean. But are we going to be seeing the final round here? TryHearts getting around like that, almost clean as ever. This is so dang beautiful. And I'm hoping, if Brainstorm is able to get this round with their force buys, we could see TryHearts turn this game just like that. Ooh, come on, Brainstorm. Nice nade. Lots of damage, but no pick, no kill. Holler, the bomb's down planted, and some people are whiffing, but Indigo gets one. And they have the weapon advantage. They just have to play as a team, and they have the sight.
They were trying to flood out to the side, but they just decided not to do so. And there it is. The reposition already has came through, and Helper is going to be there to help his teammate out. 2 kills is secured, and it's just one guy now left. And he's going to be taken down as well. Why is he still showing? But yeah, oh well. 10th round for TryHearts, and it's seemingly over.
So right there, that just shows the last player that wasn't able to clutch. But at the end of the day, a solid double digits on the board now for TryHearts here. Now, it would be really funny if we see yet another 13-5, because that would mean every game today ends in a 13-5. Will that happen? Well, you got to ask Brainstorm that. Of course, if Brainstorm gets the 7 rounds in a row that they have needed, we'll be going to Inferno. So, Inferno, solid map pick. Let's put that on the burner for right now, because we got a long ways to go here. Because if we could see Brainstorm win this round, I might start talking about a potential next map.
That is for sure. Rage Machine once again with a really aggressive neutral onto a main, and the guy who decides to push through it is going to be punished for it. Nokima taken down. Hope and ICAP trying to find something on Ivy. ICAP is going to be pushing with a Tech 9. There we go. Momentum is perfect, but Rage Machine is there to shut it down. 2 people still though, alive and well on Ivy. Is going to be mollied down. Maybe forced back a little.
Ooh, tap, but nobody's getting picked today. You know, they did force this round, so if Hope is not able to get a lot of value from that Galil, which definitely won't when a nade blows off your shins, leaving now one player who gets a smoke flick. Do it again. Come on, Marble. You're the gamer and the flanker. Almost with the
We had our hopes.
But we did.
11-4, seemingly over for Brainstorm, because yeah, well, not really actually. They do still have money to go for some AKs and even an AWP on Nokima's hands. And a Galil. Only one guy. But yeah. Rifles are out. They definitely can do something. But man, how aggressive and dominant TryHearts have been throughout. The chances are slim.
Yeah. Very slim chances. Very slim pickings here. As honestly though, I'm just thinking about these two teams, TryHearts facing off in the grand finals. I mean, that's the real hype that I'm looking at. I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing a really solid best of 5 tomorrow, but right now we have a best of 3 ending with what a shot from Hope, and being able to trade them out. Brainstorm has advantage to plant the bomb, but I gotta say, it's the post plant that really needs work right here.
That's for sure. Another pick to be found. Nokima taken down. There's still one guy pretty late up on Ivy. Mollied for now, and look at this. Really interesting positioning, but TryHearts are going to be pushing into a main, taking the upper control. Haven't exactly found or seen anyone yet, but there we go. Victor's going to be firing his AK as soon as he sees someone. They do know about the guy who's pushed up Ivy, or at least was Ivy. They're just a little confused of where he went, and it's obvious that he went side. Yeah. The positioning that TryHearts is in right now, it's like really hard for Brainstorm to win this round, because they have to go all the way back, clear a main, clear everything out that TryHearts have created a question mark at, and yeah, it's gonna be super hard, and it's only 30 seconds remaining on the clock, so yeah.
Nope, good drop. Molly ready to cut him off. They have to burn it, and there's Marble getting one down, but Marble has to keep it going. Flashbang online. It's now a 1v3 with 22 seconds for match point advantage. Can TryHearts do it? It's a swing, it's a hit, and does not spot one. And the tap, but the trade, always good for it. Indigo ends out the round. Now, there's a chance at another 13-5.
There is, and I really want to see it happen. Brainstormer's going to be coming out with the rifles once again. They do definitely have the chance to make it happen. But if that happens, if they do get another round, TryHearts are going to have to end it as well, which, might not really be in their favor. They do have some money saved up on Indigo and a little bit on Rage Machine, but that's all that they have. Double ob, though. Triple, in fact. I didn't see that.
Here we go. Ooh. Rage Machine. Gonna be able to get out. Nokima. This is very aggro. And Rage Machine punishes for it, but Marble gets Indigo through the smoke. Helper trying their best. Not gonna do much, but no, the Molly actually saves. Holy, that is a lot of damage. 3 HP remaining for Hope GG. The Molly nearly taking him down to nothing. And it's not a lot of resources remaining for the T side. They got one flash, one nade, one molly, two smokes, and only 4 players. But they manage. They grab Victor. And they make this in their life advantage now.
2 ops, 1 AK, helper really low HP. Can make something happen though still. Because all he needs is to land a single shot on anyone he sees. Hope he's not peeking because he's just so low, but now he decides to move up. He knows Helper might have just crossed. Helper's gonna be looking at it, and there we go. The 2 kills that they just needed are gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, Brainstorm keeping themselves alive. But will they thrive? Unfortunately for TryHearts, Victor does not have the money. Has to get a buy from someone else, and unfortunately, they don't have the cash available. Having to call a timeout now. The second timeout to be seen. The time for these players to bring it down on this team. But with the way that this game's been going, we're actually looking at another chance at a comeback. I know I've said that a lot today, but there is a lot on the line for this player, for these teams. They have to showcase that they are capable of bringing it to a map 3, and the only way to do that is to start right now. Of course, match point already on the line here. Any mistake and we're donezo. But look at that economy. It's finally, for the first time today, favoring Brainstorm, and this economy could allow for TryHearts to take a back seat. But with the AI predicting that TryHearts still wins this game, 83%, it is Brainstorm versus the beta versus 17%. 17% for them to bring back the entirety of the game. TryHearts, all you got to do is play your money, play your time.
They are still going to be investing in an op in Indigo's hand, by the way. Even if they are helpers going just with a deagle, and M4A1 is, and even an XM, TryHearts might be just putting all that they have in this round. Oh, look at that, look at that. They're sending the MP9 up B side. He's going to be landing one shot, baiting it out, just moving back towards side, and now he's going to be holding the main entrance. There we go, first kill found, and this is basically a dead trap for these guys because he can just mow them down, but still the kills have been secured. Marble somehow crossing that line. Indigo just landing an insane shot on Nokima. He is being pressured though. ICAP is going to be finding and locking down Connector.
But they're both so low, and they're both getting flanked. They don't have enough resources to deal with all of these angles at once. Marble gets one. And there's the trade. Last player. 31 HP. Lots of damage can be dealt here, but both have the AK at the time. It's ticking away. Brainstorm has advantage. The tap is online. And they spot him, but he lives!
How much HP? That's just 4. That is so unfortunate. That's going to be, well, as you said, another step towards the comeback, towards the overtime.
Just so clean. Now, ladies, gentlemen, those in between, it's now 6-12. Brainstorm on a comeback. And of course, TryHearts wanting to take their map pick with style. Getting into this next round, nothing above pistols. Can they do it? It's all about the playstyle, and stacking up on A could be the play. Could be the play to get a couple picks here. But they're going to get a little bit too aggro, and they walk right into one, right into two, and the mow down. That's Zode down. Getting another one. Nice. Oh.
Yeah, only 1 HP.
Molly.
I don't think he's going to be able to do much. Just runs away. Maybe get a pick or 2 somewhere else. Let's hear someone coming from Con, but yeah. 7th round, this was pretty anticipated for these guys, but now TryHearts after that one eco, they should be good enough for the rifles once again. No ops to be seen, I believe.
Let's see it then. Still having the same percentage to win the game. Brainstorm hasn't moved the dial yet. To do that, they have to get to 10. And unfortunately, that is 3 rounds away. The way that this bot works is in this round right now, they have a good advantage, but TryHearts in the game is still pushing forward. Now, Util online, smokes are up. And there's one, there's two,
Oh,
there's three.
no.
Oh, it's a massacre. And all of the comeback is now on Hope 666 shoulders.
Just one guy remaining against 4. Can he do this to keep his team alive? No, he cannot. And TryHearts is going to be taking it with them. And that was it for the BO3. What a game. It should have been a little bit more closer because